I grew up in a small town, and I always knew as a kid that I would move to New York and pursue a career in dance. And a lot of teachers or peers in my life either didn't believe that I would do that or they tried to discourage it. And so I think having my family there who was always supportive and backed me up kind of relates to Sophie, and having that discouragement, but then also having the people around who encourage her and tell her, hey, yeah, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. I think more of the same. I didn't start dancing until I was 12, which is very late in the dance world to start dancing. So starting so late was kind of discouraging, being like, wow, these people have been doing ballet since they were 2 and I'm just now starting. But then, you know, like Valerie said, having those family members and those teachers and those people who are like, no, you can do it, like, we're gonna set you up with the right tools and the right things to help you accomplish what you're going for. So yeah, I can relate to Sophie. Also, I just think you go in thinking about wanting to share yourself. You know, that's what the arts is. It's what we do, whether it's dance, drawing, acting. There's always a small piece of you within whatever it is. And in sharing yourself, that's kind of priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to have the money, you're not going to have the fame. But I feel really fulfilled in that I have found a passion in my life, and I don't think that everybody finds their passion and then goes for it. And I think that that is where the sadness comes. If you know what you really want to do, but you are afraid to do it, or you don't think that you'll be rich in some way, yeah, it's scary. I mean, but I wouldn't want to have done anything else.
I guess I always loved to dance, and I still do, and of course, obviously, but I did have I went to some really hard conservatories along my way, and there was some teachers that were really hard on me and said, I even had someone tell me I had a movement defect, and I was like, okay, you know, that made me really upset. But I always had thankfully I had support from my parents, but also I just had this like inner sort of thing that was like, no, like I'm gonna do what I want to do because I really love to do it. So it's like, I'm not gonna listen to you.
I think, yes, I think everyone has a struggle at some point where you don't feel like you can do something and you have to overcome it, being anything, and I guess that would be that. And with Sophie, not so much Sophie's story, but I guess the only thing for me would be being a male dancer, being a boy. I guess I did go through some trouble with just trying to deal with other people. It's kind of like a secret thing for a little while, because I did start dancing when I was around 8 years old. And so being a boy, yeah, I just go through a phase where all the other boys are playing sports, and you start to feel like, I guess that was the only thing for me, was to be, to have finally come to a place where I was confident enough in myself and what I was doing to be proud to, dance and do what I wanted to do.
I like being with Sophie too. Like, I like her, the puppet. I'm excited to get to know her more and explore more of her character.
I'm excited that it's the original cast again. We've already done this one time around, so now we know each other. We've been in these characters for a while already, so we can, we just fell back into it like riding a bike.
Yeah.
So,
How many opportunities with shows that you get to do that, it's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's huge, and even a lot of shows in New York, it's like a one time or one weekend, and it's like that's even it. Which this, at least we get some runs, but yeah, it's fun to get to come back after a year or two.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the kids in their faces. I think last year I'd never done children's theater until this, so last year seeing how much they really receive us is kind of amazing. They're so like into it, and then when you come out, after the show, there's to them like you're still that character, like you're Peter, you're Sally, and Sophie, and oh my gosh, So this year, I think just seeing them receive it again, like it's brand new, will be cool.
Yeah, they're really close in this theater. It's not a very distant, so it's you see them right in your face, and it's nice. We have some moments built into the show that have audience participation, and the lights come up. So sometimes it's a little insecure, especially at a proscenium or when you're far away. You don't know, like you can feel it sometimes from the kids, but just to get the positive feedback and to hear it from the adults and the kids that they really enjoyed it is always.
I mean, even when we leave and they're getting on the bus, they're like,
Yeah,
they're so excited. They're like,
yeah, I can hear that.